All right, guys. So our next topic here is sticking with HBO Max, but it has to do with a little movie that's going to be dropping here on March 31st, and that's Godzilla versus Kong. And we have gotten this. This is going to be a brief spoiler warning because there has been a toy reveal, and we covered something like this like forever ago. I think there was a toy reveal of this like way back when, but now there's been like more official, actual like kind of like promotional photos for, I'm going to say one more time, spoiler alert. If you don't want to hear anything about Godzilla versus Kong, then mute for a minute and then like pause. It's going to be like 5-10 minutes, skip ahead. But they've gotten our first look at Mechagodzilla from Godzilla versus Kong in toy form. It's kind of been like the worst kept secret because, like I said, I think we did a story on this like goddamn, it was like a year ago. I feel like at this point, and but here we go. We have our look here at him, and guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not the biggest fan of like how this just looks. Like that's not what I wanted. So, what do you guys think of
Ugh.
like how it looks?
I think it looks god awful. Like, just being honest,
I don't like the design.
it looks. I mean, of course, this is a toy we're looking at, so it's not going to be the final product you're going to see on screen. But it just doesn't.
It doesn't have a good look to it.
It doesn't. Like, it just doesn't look cool to me.
Because like Transformers, they're giant robots and they look cool.
Yeah. The movies suck, but
yeah, exactly. But this doesn't look good.
No, it just looks like, I'm trying to think of a best way to describe it. It just looks like, I mean, it's. I was going to say it looks like a toy because it is a toy, but it just looks cheap. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it does look cheap. And the face looks really bad.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't look aggressive or anything. It just looks like a big goofy robot.
Yeah.
Like,
which is another thing I just didn't understand about it. Like, if the humans are gonna make Mechagodzilla, like
make him look cool. Why about designer? Like,
why wouldn't they make Mecha Kong? Like, why would they make Mechagodzilla to begin with? Like the whole thing with Godzilla, he doesn't have like I don't know. It's not a very good form. Like, you know what I mean? Like functional form.
what gives the humans a fighting chance against them? You know.
But why didn't you just make a giant Gundam? Like,
right.
Look at
or
Pacific
like
Rim.
what are they called? Jaeger?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like in Pacific Rim, they made like Jaegers. They made giant Gundams.
That was basically Godzilla without being Godzilla.
Exactly, and they made those to fight kaiju monsters.
Such a good movie.
We're a better form. It's good.
The second one wasn't so good, but
yeah, the second one not so much. But I don't even think I finished the second one. Like I was just like checked out of that movie. But yeah, I'm not very excited for how. I mean, I'm excited to see this movie, 100%, and I think Mechagodzilla will be cool in the movie.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be.
I hope anyway. But I don't know. I just find it odd that, like, from the human standpoint, let's just make a robot version of Godzilla. Why not make something better? Make a fucking Gundam
Blow
or something. Up. Yeah, like well, you can't. He's nuclear. That's good for him. Like he'll take that all day. Like, he'll eat that shit for breakfast. So I'm curious. I heard some like weird like plot snaps for this too, since we're kind of talking spoilers. And I don't know. This sounded really weird. And I think it has to do with Mechagodzilla. Like they have like Ghidorah's, like it has to do with what is making Godzilla be like crazy and why he comes and starts attacking things and like Kong, you know, and Kong and everything. Because they show in the trailer like something's messing with Godzilla's mind. Like he's out there, he's hurting people. Like
he's fucking Godzilla.
Yeah. Well, I read that like I don't know if this is true, but it sounded weird. It sounded, you know what, the story for like King of Monsters made me think that this is 100% true, in all honesty. But it sounds fucking weird. But they have supposedly like Ghidorah's head, and it's like setting off a signal that is making Godzilla like freak the fuck out. Like for one,
like sonar. Like,
well, he can sense that it's Ghidorah, so he wants to go kill him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause like
it's like a dog smelling.
Yeah. It's like imagine him like a dog whistle for Godzilla. So he's just like apparently going crazy trying to kill this Ghidorah, but he doesn't know where it is because like they just have this head and they keep moving the head and the head's letting off the signal and all this shit. And I was just like, really?
Send it to
like,
space.
That's gonna be the movie? Like I was like kind of concerned. I hope that's, but again, based on what happened in King of the Monsters, that sounds like something they would do.
It does.
Like it sounds exactly like something they would do. So I'm kind of worried.
They don't really rely too much on the story in Godzilla movies.
No. No, but they should. That's like
They
I said
could.
last week, or I said to John on stream or something. Is the story doesn't have to be good. If it just has to be tolerable because we're all here to watch Godzilla fight Kong. You know, like I don't need Shakespeare for this. I just want some good old kaiju a romp. You know, just I want some fun. Like
Yeah.
that's it. I want big dumb fun. And I don't know, just some head that's pretty much a dog whistle just sounded really stupid. So I kind of hope that's not it. And I hope that this Mechagodzilla thing turns out to be cool looking on screen. That's about really
Yeah.
all I can hope for at this point. Because the trailer looked great, so I'm excited for the movie, but I don't know. This toy design definitely it's not a toy I would buy. If it was coming from someone who buys a whole hell of a lot of toys, I'm not buying this one. Like, I don't like this toy.
No.
So you guys got anything else you want to add about this Mechagodzilla thing?
I mean, it doesn't. That toy doesn't look good. It looks
No.
very janky. Doesn't look like you said. I mean, we had we had Transformers things years ago that looked much better than this for 2021 designs and CGI and whatever that they can make virtually anything. If this is the best that they can do, then that's kind of like a hard pass for me on. But I will say that it's very often toy reproductions of things are such pale comparisons to the actual things that
Mhm.
it could be that they just got the fact that it's metal correct, and that's about it. They've
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
silver
Yeah.
on it, and that's they've got silver in the shape of Godzilla, and that's about as good as they did with it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it looks like. It looks like a kid drew it and they made it a toy.
Yeah. It really does. It's a good
Like
way to
that,
put it.
I mean, there's one last look at it. Like this literally looks like a kid drew it. Like this looks like something my daughter would draw. My 5-year-old would. Like no disrespect to her, she's 5. But like that's what this looks like. Like it just
It
looks like
looks
something I would have drew when I was 5, you know?
it looks like something like you have like the crazy like old guy that lives in the junkyard by himself, and it's like something he welded together himself and like
Yeah, dude.
used spare parts to cobble together this Godzilla thing to take on Godzilla. Like that's what it looks like to me. It doesn't look like a sophisticated piece of machinery that some
Yeah.
big industrial complex designed.
It looks kinda jank, and granted too, I will say this could be like the Jack specific model. It could be the cheap $10
Yeah.
Mechagodzilla
Yeah.
toy, not your Marvel Legends one, not your Hot Toys editions. Like, maybe it's just the lower tier quality toy, maybe? I don't know, though.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, guys, question is, what do you think about this? Are you disappointed with the look of this? Because offhand, like I'm disappointed with the look. If realistically speaking, if anything, if the Mechagodzilla in the movie looks anything like this, I'm gonna be a little disappointed in the overall design. So hopefully, at the very least, he does some cool stuff, or the robot does some cool stuff, and hopefully they don't use that whole Ghidorah dog whistle head thing as the plot device to make. Like, that sounds kind of stupid too. But like I said, King of the Monsters withstanding, I could totally see all that being legit. So, but guys, let us know what you think down in the comment section below.